The purple and yellow Planet Fitness logo that usually symbolized affordable fitness and a judgment-free zone now seemed to mock me as I stood alone in the empty locker room at 11:30 on a Tuesday night, realizing that my routine late-night workout had become something far more sinister than a simple exercise session. I had been a member of this particular Planet Fitness location for over 8 months, taking advantage of their 24-hour access to maintain my fitness routine around my demanding work schedule that often kept me at the office until late evening hours. The gym had always felt like a safe, welcoming environment where I could work out without the intimidation and judgment that characterized many fitness facilities, and I had developed a comfortable routine of late-night exercise sessions that helped me manage stress and maintain my health despite my busy professional life. But tonight was different. Tonight, the familiar purple equipment and motivational posters had been replaced by an atmosphere of menace that made every shadow in the empty gym feel threatening. As I changed into my workout clothes in the deserted women's locker room, I could hear voices and movements coming from areas of the gym that should have been empty during the overnight hours, when only a skeleton staff was supposed to be present. The voices were too distant and muffled for me to understand what was being discussed, but their tone and the secretive nature of their location suggested activities that had nothing to do with exercise or legitimate gym operations. My name is Jessica, and that night taught me that Planet Fitness ain't just America's judgment-free zone. It's a hunting ground where predators and criminals use the accessibility, anonymity, and 24-hour access of commercial fitness facilities to identify and attack vulnerable members who trust that their dedication to health and fitness will remain safe and predictable. Ever wondered why some people suddenly stop going to certain Planet Fitness locations? Ever questioned why certain members seem paranoid about working out alone during off-peak hours? Comment below if you felt uncomfortable while working out alone at Planet Fitness and sensed that someone was watching you with intentions that had nothing to do with fitness or health. Because tonight, I'm sharing 3 true accounts that will make you question every assumption you've made about gym safety. These aren't exaggerated stories or attempts to damage the reputation of a legitimate business. These are real experiences from real gym members who learned that when you exercise at large commercial fitness facilities, especially during off-peak hours or in isolated areas of the building, you can encounter situations and people that transform familiar workout environments into places where your safety and security are threatened. Sarah Mitchell was a 26-year-old nurse who had been a member of a Planet Fitness location in suburban Atlanta for over 18 months. Using the gym's 24-hour access to maintain her fitness routine around her rotating hospital shifts that often required her to work unconventional hours when most fitness facilities were closed. Sarah had chosen Planet Fitness specifically because of their judgment-free zone philosophy and their affordable membership options. Sarah's workout routine typically involved late-night visits when the gym was less crowded, and she could use equipment without waiting or dealing with the social dynamics that sometimes made peak-hour gym use stressful for women who preferred to exercise without unwanted attention. Sarah had developed efficient workout routines that allowed her to complete her exercise sessions quickly and safely. The Planet Fitness location where Sarah worked out was modern and well-maintained, with good lighting, security cameras, and staff presence that created a safe environment for members who exercised during off-peak hours. Sarah had never experienced any safety concerns or problematic encounters during her many months of membership. But during the second week of November 2022, Sarah began to notice that she was being watched during her workouts by a man who appeared to be conducting surveillance of her exercise activities rather than focusing on his own fitness routine. The man would position himself on equipment that provided clear views of Sarah's workout areas and would adjust his exercise routine to match Sarah's movements. Sarah's concern about the watching individual escalated when she realized that the man was following her into the women's locker room area, violating gym policies and basic privacy expectations by entering restricted areas where he had no legitimate reason to be present. The man's presence in the women's locker room represented a serious safety threat. Share this video if you've ever discovered someone in a gym locker room where they didn't belong, because what Sarah found about this predator's activities proved that some criminals use Planet Fitness membership as a cover for voyeuristic behavior that specifically targets women who exercise during off-peak hours when fewer witnesses and staff members are present. The situation became more alarming when Sarah discovered that the man had been hiding in the women's locker room during her workout sessions, positioning himself where he could observe women changing clothes and showering without their knowledge or consent. Sarah found evidence that the man had been using his gym membership to conduct voyeuristic activities. Sarah's investigation of the man's activities revealed that he was not a legitimate gym member focused on fitness, but was using his Planet Fitness membership as a cover for predatory behavior that specifically targeted women who exercised during off-peak hours when fewer witnesses and staff members were present to observe and report inappropriate behavior. The predatory behavior escalated when the man began to approach Sarah directly during her workouts, initially making casual comments about exercise and fitness, but gradually becoming more personal and intrusive in his questions about her work schedule, her living situation, and her daily routines. The man's escalation from covert surveillance to direct contact represented a significant increase in threat level. Sarah realized that the man was using information gathered through his surveillance activities to plan harassment or assault that could extend beyond the gym environment and affect her personal safety at work and at home. The man's knowledge of her schedule and routines created serious risks to her security and privacy. Sarah's attempts to report the man's behavior to Planet Fitness staff were initially met with inadequate response, with gym employees suggesting that Sarah might be misinterpreting normal gym interactions or that the man's presence in women's areas might be accidental rather than deliberate. The situation reached a crisis point when Sarah discovered that the man had been taking photographs and videos of women in the locker room, using hidden cameras and recording devices to document private activities that he was sharing with other predators or selling to people who were willing to pay for voyeuristic content. Sarah's documentation of the man's predatory behavior and her persistence in reporting the incidents eventually led to a comprehensive investigation by gym management and local law enforcement that exposed the extent of the man's criminal activities and resulted in his arrest and prosecution for voyeurism, harassment, and violation of privacy rights. The investigation revealed that the man had been targeting multiple Planet Fitness locations and had been exploiting gym membership privileges to conduct predatory activities against female members. The investigation also revealed that the man had been part of a larger network of predators who were using gym memberships to conduct surveillance and recording activities. Sarah's experience taught her that Planet Fitness facilities could expose female members to predatory behavior from individuals who used gym membership as a cover for criminal activities, and that gym members needed to be vigilant about reporting suspicious behavior and demanding adequate security measures. But if you think individual predators represent the most dangerous threat that Planet Fitness members can face, wait until you hear what happened to Marcus in Phoenix. Because sometimes the most terrifying gym experiences involve discovering that the night staff you trust to maintain security and assist members are actually using their positions to conduct criminal operations that put innocent gym users at risk of being present during illegal transactions or being mistaken for participants in criminal activities. Marcus Johnson was a 34-year-old security guard who worked overnight shifts at various commercial properties throughout Phoenix, requiring him to maintain his physical fitness through exercise routines that accommodated his unconventional work schedule and his need for affordable gym access. Marcus had been a member of a Planet Fitness location near his apartment for over 2 years. Marcus's fitness routine was disciplined and consistent, involving regular visits during late-night hours when he could complete comprehensive workouts without competing for equipment or dealing with the crowds that made peak-hour gym use challenging. Marcus appreciated Planet Fitness's affordable membership options and their judgment-free environment. The Planet Fitness location where Marcus worked out was staffed during overnight hours by a small team of employees who were responsible for maintaining security, cleaning equipment, and assisting the limited number of members who exercised during off-peak times. Marcus had developed friendly relationships with the night staff, but during the third week of September 2021, Marcus began to notice unusual activities at the gym that suggested the night staff was conducting operations that had nothing to do with fitness facility management and appeared to involve illegal enterprises that took advantage of the gym's overnight hours and limited oversight from corporate management. Marcus's security background and training in recognizing suspicious behavior made him particularly observant of the night staff's activities, and he quickly identified patterns that indicated the employees were using their positions at Planet Fitness to conduct illegal operations that exploited the gym's 24-hour access. Subscribe and turn on notifications if you've ever suspected that gym staff were conducting illegal activities during overnight hours, because what Marcus discovered about this night shift operation proved that some Planet Fitness employees exploit their positions to conduct criminal enterprises that put innocent members at risk while corrupting the safe environment that gym users expect. The situation became more concerning when Marcus realized that the night staff's criminal activities were exposing gym members to serious risks, including the possibility of being present during illegal transactions, being mistaken for participants in criminal operations, or being harmed by dangerous individuals involved in the illegal enterprises. Marcus's investigation of the staff's criminal activities revealed that the night employees had been using the Planet Fitness facility as a base for extensive illegal operations that included drug manufacturing, stolen goods storage, and money laundering activities that exploited the gym's legitimate business operations to conceal criminal enterprises. The criminal operations had been ongoing for several months and involved multiple employees who were coordinating their illegal activities to maximize revenue while minimizing the risk of detection by gym members, corporate officials, or law enforcement agencies. Marcus's discovery of the criminal activities put him in a dangerous position, as the corrupt staff members became aware of his surveillance and began to view him as a potential threat to their illegal operations. The staff's access to the gym facility and their control over security systems gave them significant advantages. The situation escalated when Marcus was approached directly by the corrupt staff members, who made it clear that his knowledge of their activities was unwelcome and that his safety and his gym membership would be threatened if he reported their illegal operations to corporate management or law enforcement agencies. Marcus realized that the corrupt night staff was exploiting their positions of trust and authority to force members to become complicit in criminal activities or to remain silent about illegal operations that violated the trust and safety expectations of gym membership. Marcus' response to the criminal threats required him to work carefully with law enforcement agencies to document the staff's illegal activities while protecting himself from retaliation by the corrupt employees who were monitoring his activities and communications. Marcus's cooperation with the investigation led to a comprehensive law enforcement operation that resulted in multiple arrests and the exposure of the criminal enterprise that had been operating at the Planet Fitness facility for over 8 months. Marcus's experience taught him that Planet Fitness night staff could exploit their positions to conduct criminal activities that put innocent members at risk, and that gym members needed to be aware of the potential for employee misconduct during overnight hours when corporate oversight was limited. But even corrupt night staff conducting criminal operations seemed manageable compared to what happened to Jennifer in Seattle, because sometimes the most sophisticated threats that Planet Fitness members face involve criminal organizations that use the gym's equipment areas and restricted spaces to conduct dangerous illegal activities that put innocent members at risk of exposure to hazardous materials and violent confrontations with criminals who view witnesses as threats to be eliminated. Jennifer Walsh was a 28-year-old software developer who had been a member of a Planet Fitness location in downtown Seattle for over 14 months, using the gym's convenient location and affordable membership to maintain her fitness routine around her demanding work schedule in the competitive tech industry. Jennifer's fitness routine was focused and efficient, involving circuit training and cardio exercises that allowed her to complete comprehensive workouts in limited time periods while maintaining the physical fitness that supported her mental health and professional performance. Jennifer appreciated Planet Fitness's judgment-free environment and their modern equipment. The Planet Fitness location where Jennifer worked out was a modern facility with state-of-the-art equipment, good lighting, and security features that created a safe environment for members who exercised during various hours. Jennifer had never experienced any safety concerns during her many months of membership. But during the first week of August 2023, Jennifer began to notice unusual sounds and activities coming from the gyms, equipment storage, and maintenance areas that suggested the presence of people who were conducting activities that had nothing to do with fitness equipment, maintenance, or legitimate gym operations. Jennifer's investigation of the unusual sounds revealed that sections of the gym's equipment storage areas were being used for purposes that had nothing to do with fitness facility operations and appeared to involve illegal activities that took advantage of the secure location and limited oversight during evening hours. Hit that like button if you've ever heard suspicious activities coming from restricted areas of a gym, because what Jennifer discovered in the Planet Fitness equipment rooms proved that some criminal organizations use fitness facilities as distribution centers for illegal operations that put innocent members at risk of exposure to dangerous materials and violent confrontations. The situation became more disturbing when Jennifer discovered that the illegal activities in the equipment areas involved the modification of gym equipment to conceal drugs, weapons, and other contraband that was being stored and distributed through the Planet Fitness facility. Jennifer found evidence that exercise machines had been altered to create hidden compartments. Jennifer realized that the Planet Fitness facility was being used as a distribution center for criminal organizations that were exploiting the gym's public access and the trust of members to conduct illegal activities that put innocent gym users at risk of being present during criminal transactions. The criminal operations appeared to be sophisticated and well organized, with multiple people working together to modify equipment, store contraband, and coordinate distribution activities that generated significant revenue while avoiding detection by gym management and law enforcement agencies. Jennifer's discovery of the criminal activities put her in immediate danger, as the people operating the illegal enterprises became aware of her presence and began to view her as a potential threat to their operations. Jennifer was confronted by individuals who made it clear that her knowledge was unwelcome. The criminals had been using the Planet Fitness facility as equipment areas as a base for their illegal operations for several months, taking advantage of the restricted access and limited oversight that characterized equipment storage and maintenance areas. Jennifer's attempts to escape from the dangerous situation and report the criminal activities were complicated by the criminals' control of the equipment areas and their ability to monitor and restrict access to exits and communication equipment in the restricted sections. The situation escalated when Jennifer discovered that the criminal activities involved the production and distribution of dangerous drugs that could cause explosions, fires, or toxic exposure that would harm anyone present in the gym facility, including innocent members. Jennifer's escape from the dangerous situation required her to use her knowledge of the gym's layout and her understanding of the criminals' operational patterns to avoid detection while reaching a location where she could contact law enforcement for assistance. Jennifer ultimately managed to contact law enforcement and provide detailed information about the criminal activities, leading to a major investigation and raid that exposed the illegal operations and resulted in multiple arrests of people who had been using the Planet Fitness facility as a base for drug distribution and weapons trafficking. The investigation revealed that the criminal organization had been operating in the gym for over 6 months, using the legitimate fitness operations to conceal their illegal activities while generating millions of dollars in revenue and putting innocent gym members at risk. Jennifer's experience taught her that Planet Fitness equipment areas could be vulnerable to infiltration by criminal organizations that use the secure locations, and limited oversight to conduct illegal activities that put innocent members at risk. These 3 accounts from Planet Fitness members across America reveal a disturbing truth about commercial fitness facilities. America's most popular budget gym chain can become a stage for encounters that challenge everything we think we know about the safety and predictability of fitness environments where millions of people trust their health and well-being to corporate policies and security procedures. Sarah's encounter with a locker room predator in Atlanta proved that some criminals use Planet Fitness membership as a cover for voyeuristic behavior that specifically targets women who exercise during off-peak hours when fewer witnesses are present. Marcus's discovery of night staff criminal operations in Phoenix demonstrated that some employees exploit their positions to conduct criminal enterprises that put innocent members at risk while corrupting the safe environment that gym users expect. Jennifer's exposure to equipment room drug operations in Seattle revealed that some criminal organizations use fitness facilities as distribution centers for illegal operations that put innocent members at risk of exposure to dangerous materials and violent confrontations. The most chilling aspect of these accounts isn't just the individual dangers themselves, it's the realization that these threats specifically exploit the trust accessibility and 24-hour access that make Planet Fitness valuable to millions of members, turning judgment-free zones into environments where predators and criminals can identify and attack victims who assume their workout routines will remain safe. Sarah had no warning that her nursing schedule and late-night workout routine would attract the attention of a predator who used gym membership to conduct voyeuristic activities against female members. Marcus had no indication that his security training would expose him to corrupt staff members conducting criminal operations during overnight hours. Jennifer had no clue that her software development schedule would expose her to criminal organizations using gym equipment areas as bases for dangerous, illegal activities that put innocent members at risk of harm. If you're currently using Planet Fitness, especially during off-peak hours or in isolated areas of the facility, if you've noticed suspicious behavior from other members or staff, or if you felt uncomfortable while working out alone, trust your instincts and remember that maintaining awareness could be the difference between a good workout and a dangerous encounter. Ring that notification bell if these stories have made you more conscious of gym safety. And remember that understanding these risks and warning signs could help you avoid becoming a victim of predators and criminals who use the accessibility and trust of commercial fitness facilities to identify and attack members. The next time you're working out at Planet Fitness, especially during evening hours or in isolated areas of the facility, remember these stories and maintain awareness of your surroundings, other members, and staff whose behavior seems inappropriate or suspicious. Sometimes the most dangerous part of maintaining your fitness isn't the risk of injury from heavy weights or cardio equipment. It's the moment when you realize that someone has been watching you, studying your routines and planning to use your dedication to health and fitness as an opportunity to harm you. Before you go, check out the playlist in the description for more true gym horror stories that could save your life. Because in the end, the most important thing you can build at any gym is your awareness of potential dangers, and no fitness goal or membership savings is worth risking your safety in situations where predators use fitness facilities to identify and attack victims. Comment below if these stories have changed how you think about gym safety, and remember that the best workout is one that improves your health and gets you home safely. Even if it means staying alert, trusting your instincts, and prioritizing your safety over convenience or routine fitness habits. Stay safe out there, and remember that gyms should remain judgment-free zones for health and fitness, not hunting grounds for predators who exploit the trust and accessibility that make commercial fitness facilities valuable community resources.